Okay, greetings class. In today's activity, we will be doing our first if statement guided practice. I will be sharing with you your initial spreadsheet and I'll be sharing it with you in your Canvas site. For this activity, you will download your spreadsheet. And I'm going to walk through it step by step with you so that we can make sure that you are understanding how to do your first if statement spreadsheet. So, number one on your handout will be to open the spreadsheet that was sent to you electronically and save it to your files. So, you will be able to go into your You will be able to go into your Canvas site and download it and save it so that you will be able to work on it. Number two. Number two says use the Fill Series tool to input employee numbers in column A. The Fill Series tool is going to be a tool that you use so that you do not have to type every employee number in column A. It will automatically fill it in. In order for you to do that, you will select A4 to A29, go over to your Fill drop down button. You will then click Series. You will make sure that the series is in columns, the type is linear, and that your step value is 1. You will then click OK, and then you will see that 101 to 125 has appeared. Step number 3 says insert a new column in front of hours worked and label it overtime rate. Then it says format the heading in bold font and centered with wrap text. So in order to insert a new column in front of hours worked, we are going to select column E, which means that you will put your cursor on top of the E. You will then right click and then click insert. That will automatically insert your column in front of hours worked. We will then put a label in E3 that is titled Overtime Rate, and then hit enter. We want to make sure that we have the bold set and that it says wrap text. You will notice that there is a possibility that all your words will not fit. We will then come and just increase it just by a smidgen by selecting in between the E and F, click and drag to the right. The next thing, number 4, says in cell E4, enter a formula to calculate the overtime rate. Overtime rate is equal to hourly rate times 1.5. So we will go and click E4. And anytime that we are writing down or inputting a formula, we will start with equal sign. And then we will click or we will put in the first numerical value, the cell address of that numerical value. So we are taking hourly rate, which is in D4, and multiplying 1.5. And guys, make sure that you're using an asterisk. And then hit enter. Number 5 says copy the formula to the remaining cells in the column. In order to copy your formula, you will go back to E4, go to the bottom right of that cell and make sure that you have a black solid cross, and then you will click and drag. Your formula has now been copied. Number 6 says insert a column before regular pay and label it overtime hours and format appropriately. So we are going to select column G. We will right click and then click insert. And then we are going to type the words overtime hours. And again, we need to make our column a little bit bigger. We'll go in between columns G and H, click and drag just a little bit to the right. Then it says insert a column before overtime hours and label it regular hours. So then we are going to click column G, right click, click column G, right click, and then click insert. And we will label this regular hours. And then hit our enter key. Number 8. Number 8 says in column F, hours worked, we will change all occurrences of 40 to 45. In order to do this, we are going to use the find and select. We are going to select first F4 to F29. We will then go over to the button that says find and select, click. We are going to click find, and then we're going to indicate in this field where it says find what, we are going to find the number 40. Then we are going to click replace tab, and we want to replace all the numbers 40 with 45. And then we will click replace all. A pop-up will let us know that it's done and we made 14 replacements. And then we will click OK. Then we will click close. So if we look back at our column, it shows that anywhere that we had the numbers 45 is now 40. Number 9. Number 9 says in G4, so we're going to click G4. It says enter an if statement that will calculate the amount of regular hours worked and copy the formula to the remaining cells in the column. So now we are going to enter our first if statement. To enter our first if statement, we must begin with an equal sign. Then we are going to start typing the word if. A box pops up, we will double click, and now we must put in our logic. So the logic for this activity is hours work less than or equal to 40. So we must say F4 less than or equal to the number 40. And then that is our logic. If that is true, we're going to have a comma then our if true is